And a very good morning to you all. It's Yvonne here, Yvonne Costello, psychic to the stars in West Wicklow at Abundance Lodge. You're very welcome to Coffee at 11 with Angel Messages from Heaven. And of course, today and tomorrow, I'm part of the Mind Body Experience Live. That is from 10 a.m., 10 until 8 p.m. this evening. And you're all very, very welcome. First of all, I'd just like to say I managed to delete my live yesterday. So all of you that I didn't get round to, it came up twice on my page, and I deleted what I thought was one, and the two anyway. I deleted. So I'm terribly sorry if I've forgotten. I think there is somebody out there who shared it. They might tag me back so I can look at that. But look, if you're tuned in today, just send me a little message. And you know I'm doing 30 minutes today. It's not 11, and 30 minutes tomorrow. And of course, just to say to you, these are all little testers here. You can DM me. That's direct message for a more in-depth personal reading at your own convenience in your own home. So we can arrange that for you, no bother. Good morning, Barbara Loftus. Hello, Kira Turney, Quaid, Michael Sherrard. Hello. How are you? And good morning, Freddie Roberts. Freddie and Lorraine, the organisers of this event, Mind Body Experience, who've put in so much work into this over the last few months. We've all had to adapt, but I think you're doing a great job. So thumbs up, Freddie. Cool, I should say. Anyway, good morning to you all out there. And let's say a shout out to a few birthday girls that I missed yesterday. One is the lovely Cindy Cafola, and she's Dublin, Dubai, and Marbella. She's all over the place. I don't know where you're quite celebrated yesterday, Cindy, but knowing you, you're probably celebrating for the whole year. So good luck to you, and I'm glad you're with your loved one, and your family all around you celebrating. And of course, the lovely Eileen Morphinu in Athens in Greece. A very happy birthday, great girl to party and celebrate. Missing all her Irish folks and friends at home, but I'm sure they're putting on a great spread there for you in Athens in Greece. And hello to Vasilis as well. Good. Now, Helen, I do remember Helen McCarthy yesterday. You came in just about when I was about to wind up. I think it was about 11:11, and you were looking for romance or a bit of companionship around you. A little bit of love and romance is fine, but I feel it's more companionship. That, in other words, that you've somewhere to go out now that we can. And although it doesn't stop you going for out the picnic and walks and all kinds of sorts of things, we can go out and wine and dine and all the rest. So I'll have a look at this for you this morning, Helen, and see what's going on there. All right. And I hope you're well. Self-reflection. So this is a great opportunity to look where you are in terms of yourself, in terms of where you are at this moment in time. And I do think you do want, we weren't, as humans, we're not meant to spend time on our own. Yes, a little bit of self-reflection is good. And yeah, and seeing where you are and what you are. But what makes you happy at this moment in time, and where do you see yourself down the road? It's not meant to be all work and no play, and you do work very hard. And I know you work as a carer, so you're giving all that love and attention to all those people there. And it's when you come home, you're coming home to an empty house, which is not bad. You have your angels around you. Always remember that, and don't forget to call in on them. But you're not alone. Now, there you are. You are definitely not alone. And there are, your angels, as I say, looking after you, minding you, caring for you, particularly Raphael. Raphael is around you, and Raphael is the angel of healing and creativity. So apart from friendship and love and romance, I think you're very well understood now, and you understand yourself, which is better and more to the point. And what I feel, what you're putting out to the universe is what you're going to get back. Now, I do feel this person that you're going to come across, if you haven't already, they may be on the fringe, as it were. They're not on Broadway, they're off Broadway. and you'll have a great deal in common with them in terms of travel, in terms of food, in terms of life experiences, and great understanding. And you'll find the hours will fly by, and you'll wonder what it was all about, and that's when you're comfortable. You're not thinking of, what am I going to think of next? What else will I say? There's nothing like that coming in. So I hope this helps you today, Helen. And there you go, 3 cards for you today. And also a very good morning to Simon Young. Simon Young, you may all know for years and years, is a lovely DJ out there, and jumping cards for you, Simon. So what's going on here? I didn't get round to you the other day, and apologies for that. But a very good morning to you, and I hope life is treating you kindly. I know you weren't too good in yourself, but you're springing back there. And I remember doing a voiceover for you many, many moons ago, many moons ago, and it was for what time is it? So that was it. I think I did a few others as well, but it's such a long time ago. I can't remember. I can't remember everything I possibly did around that time. I certainly sometimes I don't even remember what I did yesterday. But there you go. So look at leadership is here for you, Simon, and it's taking back your leadership power. You're very talented in what you do. Listen, we all have ups and downs and hiccups in our life, but the main thing is, and I do say this all the time, and it's a Serena Williams phrase, and she said, it doesn't matter how many times you fall, it's how you pick yourself up and run. And this is about really the possibilities that are out there for you. It's about balance and harmony in terms of yourself and having a bit more fun. You're a big, handsome man, and you do the best you can. And that even rhymes, and I didn't know it. So there you go, Simon. And I wish you well in your future and what's going on. You certainly have been taught some very tough lessons, but you know what? It's made you the person you are today. And I believe that there is light at the end of the tunnel here for you, and that you're running towards it, and you're grabbing life by all you possibly can. So that's what's coming up here. Heather, good morning. Good morning to you. And Helen Connors. Hello, Helen. And Helen is my old pal, and another fellow reader. Good morning, Helen. Lovely to see you here today. I don't know whether you're on later on or not. I'm sure you are, but you're clocked on. And a very good morning to you and your lovely mom, and of course PJ, your fiance. And I wish you all well. Let's see what we have for you here today, Helen. You're taking your leadership too, and no better woman to do that. You're highly spirited. You're the warrior. You're like Xena the warrior there. You're going in with your double-edged sword, and you're cutting away the dead wood of things, people, and indeed situations that are no longer serving you well. You're a great juggler. You've all the balls in the air, and don't compromise yourself for anybody. This is the problem sometimes. You give too much. I understand that with family and all that. It's like you're a whole big delicious cake, and everybody wants a slice of you, and then you go for a slice yourself, and there's only the crumbs left, and that are very minimal. But all in all, you've a wonderful heart. You're kind, loving, and caring, and you have great faith. I know that. And great belief, and know that things, and you always look at the positive side of life. So I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, Helen, in person, in the flesh, and we can have a good old chat and a chinwag, and have a lovely weekend, and have a great weekend on the live on Mind Body Experience. And I'll chat to you soon. Okay, darling, take care. Bye. Now, John Legg, hello, John, and you're sending me flowers today. A very good morning to you. Always great to hear from John. You're to stick with it, whatever plan is up there, whatever you have in your mind. You were a great thinker. You're a fellow Capricorn. I do know that, and you're kind of working not permanently, but semi permanently now. It's not every day you're doing. And that's because you're busy with family and family members and all of that. But what I'm seeing here is that you're thinking of other things. You are quite shy, and people really don't know that. I suppose when you put on your uniform, it's like everything else, you are in character. So, but for yourself, it's time to be good to you and kind to you. go on those holidays, explore when you can, and have a great Saturday and Sunday. And thank you for tuning in again. And good morning to you, Ken. How are you? Good morning, Ken. I'll just try and get you before you roll off the runner here. Ken, you're very safe in terms of what you're doing, and this is for Ken Boyne. So whatever plans you have, you're safe to step forward and move on with that. And very good luck to you. And hello, 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 beautiful flame-haired goddess. Hello, Kathy, out there in Malahide. I love your photographs in the morning, and I know I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm looking forward to your exhibition of photographs. She's an incredible, incredible photographer. And I love the way you capture the light and everything else there. So the angels are certainly looking after you. And I know you're very much into your Celtic wisdom and your spirituality and all that goes with it. Now, I'm laughing at this card, Kathy. This is about detoxing. Unless it's maybe a few drop of rosé or whatever. Uh, there's no fear of that. But no, you do have a good sense of awareness around foods and live foods and all of that, as I do. But we can go a little bit off trail sometimes. But never mind. You've great spirit and you've great get up and go, and you're truly gorgeous. As redheads go, wow, you sure could do it. But what is it that you need to drop? You need to drop something that's hanging on there. I think it's more around certain people that are maybe not serving you well. They're just tormenting you, and you need to or drop some notions that you've had about thinking things might be a good idea, where effectively they're not. You're starting anew, and that's what I'm going to say to you here, Kathy. So have a lovely weekend and great fun and happy, snappy pictures. So keep clicking away. Now, who else there? Ben Dillon. I got you earlier, and then I had to jump. This actually goes so fast. Sometimes it's very difficult to keep up. But the good news is, keep trying, because I'm on for 30 minutes this morning. Brian Curran as well, and Fiona Louise Flynn. Hello, good morning, Fiona, and Nick Mitchell. Right, let's see what's going on for Brian Curran. It's a learning experience here, Brian. I know you've had some health issues there yourself, but you know what? You've great get up and go in you, and you have the enthusiasm. I do know you like your food, and but I'm just be saying to you, be brave now and put on those walking shoes and step forward. And this is in terms of yourself, and wanting to get the circulation going. I feel that sometimes you just get it a little bit cocooned, and I think we're out of that now. So it's okay to go out and go for a little walk in the woods or the forest, or a little ramble down by the canal or whatever. By a river is always very soothing, and just sit there and just contemplate your next move. Or just a little bit of daydreaming is always good. I remember I was a bit of a daydreamer in school. I seemed to be always looking out the window, and I was not quite engaged. It was almost like I stepped outside. Sometimes I do that still. And anyway, Brian, if you've missed something or misplaced it, it's going to show up for you. So Eureka is coming in here, and St. Anthony, he's a great guy. He's always finding things. And don't forget, you see, the thing is this: when we misplace things and we find them, we're delighted and all the rest, whether it's a purse or a wallet or a document. But the thing is not to forever to forget to thank the angels, or to thank St. Anthony for finding or helping it or guiding you towards whatever it is that you're missing. I never worry too much about crystals, unless, if I lost one out of a bag or whatever, or, oh, hello, what's going on here? But what I'd be saying to you is, if it goes off and it goes missing, sometimes they show up again. And if it doesn't really matter, because it's meant for somebody else. So it's actually okay. Little tumble stones, you pick them up for €2, €2 or €3. Now, Dorothy Ann Rose, and a very good morning to you, Dorothy. I have this lovely card here, and it's about writing. So whether it's keeping a journal, writing your memoirs, filing documents and paperwork, but I feel it's more on the creative side. And this is what this is certainly what's coming up. So you might be compiling some things or some ideas that have been hanging around there for some time, and you've kind of put on the back burner. It's time now to get them up and get them out. And good morning to you. Anne, hello, good morning, Anne Healy. Lovely to see you here this morning, and a very good morning to you, Anne. And I'll try and catch you now before you disappear off the screen on me. I know some of you have, so please come back again, and we'll see what's going on. Now, Anne, let's see. Okay, what's here for you this morning? Spiritual understanding. So all these beautiful Stoic shapes are quite relevant, and they're very sacred spaces and shapes, and they mean a lot. So you find them a lot in churches. You find them they're on pieces of jewelry, beautifully as you can see put together here, but they all are quite relevant, and they're quite sacred, and there's a great sense of peace and happiness and enjoyment when you're looking at these. So you might find these are reoccurring coming up here around you, and you might decide to do your own, or there's some relevance there for you. So do keep an eye. So it's spiritual understanding and an awakening to where you're at the moment. And that's surely what's coming in, and nurturing yourself a little bit better as well. And that's coming in. So being good to yourself and kind to yourself and putting yourself first. That's, in order to keep you well, or to keep other people around you well, you've got to look after yourself. You're the most important person. Thereafter, those who are close to you, like your children, your family, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, but your parents, your siblings, and it's give and take. Always remember that. Rachel Martin, and a very good morning. Good morning to you, Rachel. Lovely to see you here today. And let's see what's going on here. Your counselor is coming up here. So you seem to be, your gift is in your voice, and certainly in your ear. And this is about listening, and sometimes listening to our own thoughts without going on the monkey trail, or the monkey chatter, and talking yourself out of things. But it is also about clearing things maybe from the past. Maybe you are particularly good at this yourself, and it might be what you're doing in some way without, without necessarily being paid for this. That you are counselling, and often good counsellors are the ones who listen. If you listen, you learn. And then it's not necessarily that you're agreeing with everything the person is saying, but sometimes all they need is an ear, to lean on, and somebody to listen to them with an open heart. And you certainly have that kind of situation or personality, and that's what's coming up here. Kira Turney, hello, Kira. I know you were up there earlier, so I'm going to go and pick a card for you before you disappear on me again. If you have specific questions, it often helps. As you know, I can't answer anything regarding health matters. I don't play God, guru, or doctor, or lawyer, but this is more for guidance. And as I say, it's a little taster this morning for the limited time that we're on. But as I say, the good news is that I'm on 30 minutes. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see what's going on for you, Kira. Sleep is very, very important to you, and I'm just wondering, I know I've spoken to a lot of people I know, and they're sleeping longer but waking up and having very vivid dreams, and I think it's all to do with the ascension that's going on, the fifth dimension, and where we're at and what we're doing and where we're going from here on in. And you may not be sleeping well. I find me personally, if I oversleep, I wake up with a blinding headache. So I'm better off getting up at 5 a.m. sometimes, or 6, or certainly staying awake and doing a bit of work or writing or something like that. Sometimes I don't need a lot of sleep at all. But I'm going to say to you, practice, practice, practice. And it's the 28-day thing again. It's about being consistent. It's too easy to do a thing one day and not do it the next. But I think consistency really will pay off for you. And good morning, Corona Byrne. Hello. Good morning to you. I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you're well. And I do think of you fondly, and particularly every time something comes up with your dad, with the late and whatever. and there is a lot. He's never off the television, even though he's in the spirit world looking after you and your lovely family. It's about you now taking your leadership here, and moving on. And I know you're very much true to your own self in your own right, and you are very well capable of doing your own thing. So it's about doing that. But you had a great teacher, a great man, and he's still around you, of course, spiritually, and you know that very well. And let's see what else there might be. I'm getting that your voice is very important. Um, just in terms of what you're saying and how you're speaking and how you're communicating with people. And again, I feel you're using your and utilizing your skills in terms of writing is coming up for you. So you very well may be penning a book or a documentary, or there's something like that going on in the background there. And I would encourage that. Lots of people would love to know. That's if you want to share. It's up to you. I certainly would be delighted to hear it. I know probably the whole of Ireland and beyond would be keen. So best of luck and have a lovely weekend. And thanks for tuning in, Crona. Now, right, where are we going from here? Let's go for the butterflies, I think. Geraldine, Mellick, Murphy. All these double-barreled names. Now, okay, let's see what's going on for you, Geraldine. It always is good, though, if you can send me a specific question, but not what I mentioned earlier. So a new exciting program is coming up for you, Geraldine. Lovely butterflies here. I'm using my butterfly deck now. And I think, you're excited. Sometimes you are a little bit stalling on it, but I'd say go for it and move on to bigger and brighter things here, Geraldine. Keep the faith. Always keep the faith. And know that things can happen, and be true to yourself. Be true to you in terms of what you're doing, and keep your cards close to your chest as well. It's when you have it all set and ready to rock and roll, we can all read all about it. Yeah, so that's for you. Now, you're very welcome, Crona, and thank you, and have a lovely weekend, as I say. Now, let's see what else is going on. I know... Katrina. Hello, beautiful Katrina. I remember Katrina from years ago. She still is an incredible singer, multi-talented lady. Katrina Warren Green. She was known as Katrina Walsh back in the day, but she was like a mermaid, hair down to her ankles, still stunning, still beautiful. And I feel there's lovely new changes coming in for you, Katrina. And, often this new beginnings, you come to a point in your life where you say, well, I've done this, that, and the other, while keeping all the lovely skills and talents that you have. There may be a bit of a pregnant pause there, or there's a time where you're doing nothing. And that's okay too. It's okay to take a break. And sometimes the picture actually comes up before you. I know I've said this before, where often I'm thinking, what will I do? Where do I go from here? And you're searching and you're reaching out everywhere, and it's not happening. And just by being still and being clear in your head as to what it is that's important, and writing down the pros and the cons. I just an A5 piece of paper or a little notebook, line down the middle, the pros and the cons of where you're at and what you're doing and where you're going from here on in. And I feel this is almost like you're being reborn. And I know you're quite a spiritual lady, so prayer is very important to you. And that still is in your heart, and that's great that you're doing that, and you're well protected from your angels. And Michael the Archangel is around you. Raphael again is the angel of healing and creativity, and it's time for you now to come out of your shell. You've gone into a bit of you've gone into a little bit of hibernation there, Katrina, and I'd like you to come back out there. It's almost like you're like the lotus flower and you're opening up again. And do share your talents and your skill. You're very loved in the music industry, as in Ireland, as I'm sure you are abroad, and you were always great for doing vocal backing and C, D, E, F, G, above Super C. You could hit the notes. and certainly amazing voice and amazing presence, and you still have that. And I'd say, get out there, girl, do a few more jingles or a few commercials or whatever it is. I know you're multi-talented in all areas and you're a great organizer, and I'd love to see you back on track again. So please do that. You've had your retreat. It's time now to be creative, and you know really what you want to do. I can't do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. Okay, and I wish you well with that, and thank you for tuning in. Lisa Simpson. Hello, Lisa. Lovely to see you here. Another fellow reader, and I haven't seen you in years and years and years. Anyway, how are you doing? Lovely to see you here today. Let's see what I have for you, Lisa, this morning. This is about leadership. There's an awful lot of that coming in today, isn't there? Again, about girl power. And yesterday I was on, and it was all about empowering women, or the woman within, the empress, mother, maiden, and crone, the goddess, the priestess, all there. So it's almost like we're getting in on our suits of armor, and we're going out there hell for leather. So I'd be saying the same to you, and working on your own creativity. And I know you had some health issues. Obviously, I'm not going to discuss your health and personal issues online, but I would say just to look after yourself and mind yourself. And I hope life is treating you kindly. Teaching and learning is there for you, and that's what's coming up here. Thank you also, Katrina. Thank you for tuning in. So there may be something else there that you want to do. You're fading off, girls, now. I'm just seeing people I've read for coming up again. Right, okay. I don't want to waste time. Let's see what's going on. All right, maybe I've missed a few people. Yeah. Oh, Soraya, Soraya Quigley, Cozy Bake. She was on a few times and I didn't get round to her. I am so hungry at the moment. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I could certainly do one of your scones or one of your nice creations. She's a delicious cook and baker. I follow her all the time. I wish you'd bring out the hardback. I love the smell of a cookery book. I love the smell of, flicking through the rabbit's ears, bending them back, or the lamb's ears, or whatever you call them. But anyway, who else is here today? Katrina, Lisa, Corona. Yeah, let's see now where we're at. We're almost up, but I'm going to go on anyway and see where we're at now. Yeah, I'm thanking you all for tuning in. Maybe this is a message to you all from me here today, and thank you for tuning in over the last a couple of weeks while I decided to do this coffee at 11 with angel messages from heaven. And you're so good to tune in, and I do really appreciate that, and thanks again for that. So now let's see what's happening. I'd like to say a big hello to Weldon out there. Weldon has recently become a celebrant, and he's doing funerals. And I'd like to wish him well. Weldon happens to be my brother. He'd be mortified now, the fact that I mentioned him this morning. And he's about to qualify also as a wedding celebrant and baby naming. And that is something that I do also. So we are, moving on to bigger and brighter things. So we've lots to chat about, Weldon, and I wish you well, and let's see what the angels have for you today. It's light and love and light to you, Weldon, and you are being guided, and I do know you know this yourself, from our dear mother who's crossed the veil. She's certainly looking after you, and it's allowing to receive I know you're giving all the time, you're generous to a fault, and sometimes you need to learn to accept. I don't think you're good at that, to be perfectly honest. I hope you're going to get better at it, and that's what I'd be saying to you, Weldon. Just open your arms to receive the blessings that are coming your way, and you will make you are already an amazing celebrant. You have wonderful compassion and love and great understanding, and you are an earth angel and a natural empath. And I certainly, as a sister, wish you well and I know you are an incredible brother, but you'll do very well in your celebrancy also. Nicola McLaughlin, good morning, Nicola. How are you? We're just about to wind up now. A quick card here for you. Flowers here and getting out with nature. I think that's important. So tidy up your garden or go out and buy yourself some nice big bunch of flowers. I think there's nothing like it, or to plant. I like to plant fruit trees. So that's all coming in, and family are very important to you. So I'll say I wish you all a lovely weekend, a fantastic Saturday. And until tomorrow, Coffee at 11 with Angel Messages from Heaven. And that's the same time, 11 a.m. But please do, if you like the video, would you like to share it, please, with your friends? Like and share, or maybe some of you out there might like to join me tomorrow, and have a great Saturday. Have fun. Talk to you then. Bye.